My pre-fight thoughts on Pacquiao versus Marquez 4. This is the fourth meeting between these two fighters. December 8th in Vegas. First fight ended up in a draw. Second fight was like a 1-point decision victory for Pacquiao. Second fight was very close. My thoughts on this fight is Marquez says that he needs to do something different in this fight in order to get a win over Pacquiao. Guess he said he was going to try to go for the knockout. And I guess the reason why he says that he needs to do something different in this fight, because the last three fights, he's pretty much fought the same fight 3 times. It just seems like he just does enough not to lose, but look good in doing it. Like in the third fight, especially in the third fight, I thought after 10 rounds the fight was even, and he let the last 2 rounds go. He didn't fight as hard in the last 2 rounds, and that's what I thought cost him the fight, the third fight. The second fight, he did good in the second fight, but the knockdown proved to be the difference maker. So, if he feels like he has to go for the knockout to get a victory over Pacquiao, then he has to do that. But in doing that, that may create opportunities for Pacquiao to go ahead and knock Marquez out, because Pacquiao likes for fighters to fight him, and then it gives him opportunities to let off his arsenal of punches. And Pacquiao himself says that he's going to go for the knockout. I think Pacquiao needs a definitive victory over Marquez. Nothing close. But if it's close, then, you can't blame him for that. Marquez is Pacquiao's Ken Norton. I'm not going to say like Ali had Frazier. I'm going to say Ken Norton, because Ali fought Norton 3 times and had 3 tough fights. And one can make a case that Norton could have either won 2 of those 3 fights, or he could have won all 3 of those fights. And they could fight 4, 5, 10 times, and the fights are going to be close. But this time around, Marquez is saying that he wants to knock him out. Pacquiao's saying he's going to go for the knockout. So it should make for, I guess, an interesting fight, given the fact that Pacquiao didn't have much selection of opponents to choose from his next fight. It really wouldn't have made no sense for him to fight Bradley again. He already beat him, and who would want to pay to see that? Not saying that this fight is justified as far as the public wanting to pay for this, but who was really out there for Pacquiao to fight? He can't fight. He cannot fight Martinez. Martinez is just too big for him. So that's out. Everyone, less and less people are now wanting to see the Mayweather fight. I want to see it, but does Mayweather really want it at this point? Pacquiao went on record on ESPN's show First Take with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith that he's willing to take 45% and give him the drug test, the blood test, the day of the fight, after the fight, whatever, and take the 45%. And I guess he feels that Mayweather just won't fight him. So there goes who else is left for him. I guess it would have to have been Marquez. He went with that, with the selection of opponents he had. I give him credit for choosing Marquez, because like I said, he could have just taken the easy fight and fighting Bradley again and pounding his head in again. He could have done that, but he chose Marquez. Like I said, Marquez is Pacquiao's Ken Norton, like Ali had Ken Norton. And it'll make for an interesting fight. Maybe this time around we'll see a knockout, or see someone definitively win the fight without question. Until then, that's my views on the fight. You leave your comments, good or bad, and I'll respond to them all. Alright then, that's enough for me. Thank you.